Here we go. Take two.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This week on Humpcast, Ryan D is dying from his butthole, but never fear, Garrett Lee and Ricky C are here to wrap up your year 2017 with some top stories in Humpcast end of the year special. You're listening to Humpcast.
Hit it already!
Welcome to Humpcast, everybody, the show where a couple of buds get buzzed and check out how far our balls have dropped while we wait for the New Year's ball to drop. My name's Garrett Lee.
And I'm Ricky C.
And today is a very special episode because it is our final episode of 2017.
Yep.
Also, Ryan's not here.
He's not here. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
Sorry, guys.
He's dying.
He's dying from
He's
his
in
butthole.
the process of death.
Yeah. I guess there is the stomach flu going around. Ricky had it, I guess, last week.
Yes, I did have it last week. So.
And Ryan had it this week because he was eating out Ricky's butthole.
Yep.
That's the main reason.
That's how you catch it.
That's how you catch it.
That's going around.
That's how that works.
You just gotta stop. That's the number one way you catch it.
No, but yeah, he's in bed right now. But yeah, sorry. This is our final episode of 2017. It's been, and also it landed on episode 199.
Yes,
which is awesome. Which means our very first episode of 2018.
Yep.
Will be our 300th episode.
200th episode.
I don't know numbers. 200th episode.
199 right now.
199, yeah.
Yeah,
and
200.
I really want to start off by thanking everyone that's been with us for this long, because I know there's a few of you at least
sure.
that have been here since like episode 1 or
Shout
around
out to all
there.
you guys.
You are our biggest fans. We want to thank you so much for listening and watching. We appreciate you, and we like that you'd like to hear us talk.
Yeah. If you want to leave us some comments or questions or checking out Facebook Live.
Oh, yeah, we're on live right now.
Yeah, it's going to be the two of us today, so we'll go ahead and read some stuff out, try to engage the audience for once.
Absolutely.
More
So,
than usual.
let's get this show on the road. Like every episode, we do start it off with an alcoholic beverage of some sort. Ricky C., what are you drinking?
I actually decided to go with something I've never heard of today. And also
Peyote.
a sort of a beer that I don't usually go for as well. So this is Tenaya Creek Brewery. I'm not sure I'm saying this even correctly, but it seems very Native American. It's their Bonanza Brown Ale. It's only 5.6%.
Brown
so
ale.
not
That's
too
what's coming out of
strong.
Ryan's butthole right now, right?
Yeah. So not crazy strong, but very, very tasty. And it's out of Tenaya Creek out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Nice. And so,
It's got a cool little. It's actually really good if you want to try it out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it that.
Try it yourself.
Chip it chai.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like this is very a Native American sort of looking can right here.
Oh, definitely.
This cool
it has like a
looking
hawk
bowl-
or an eagle,
yeah,
but
hawk
like
thing.
very.
It's pretty sweet.
You were saying that they aren't Native American anymore. What was that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about that. I heard that the whole thing possibly changed from the whole for PC businessness.
Well, as everyone who has heard any episode, we aren't PC. So what the fuck was
Native
it?
Americans.
It was Native American, and then you said it was like.
I heard it's something like American Indian now or something like that. I don't know. I don't know for sure.
Well, huh? Oh, that's nice. It's refreshing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
5.6.
I mean, like all the brown ales I've had before is something like Get Up Off of That Brown from Golden Road, or even the Hazelnut Brown from Rogue. But brown ales I think I've had before and I really enjoy, but I tend to go more for the IPAs.
Okay, I'll be honest. I really like this.
It's good, right? It actually is really good.
One of the main things that keeps me away from darker beers is their heaviness.
Yeah.
And this is not heavy.
It's pretty
at all.
light
This is one of the
for a
lightest,
brown ale.
darker ales that I've had in a long time. So it's a
Yeah.
brown ale.
I got to pour it out to see like how dark it is. Really, 'cause
Yeah,
I can't
it's
tell.
5.6, but it is one of those 5.6 brown ales that I'd rather drink that than like a Pilsner for the most part, unless it's like really super hot.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's really good for right now, especially. I was thinking about bringing in a stout, but segue over to me and what I'm drinking. I actually had some homework. So as a lot of you know, I am also a professional bartender by trade. And I was asked to create a cocktail using a special liqueur. This is a liqueur that I've never used before, never even heard of. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's called Charoo or Charo. I think Charoo. It is an aloe vera based liqueur And so I chose to go with gin as the liquors or the spirit base.
Okay.
And I'm trying to pull up there it is, all the other ingredients. So it's aloe vera, cucumber, lemon, muskmelon, whatever the fuck that is.
Sounds gross.
Spearmint, sugar, water, and something called eau de vie, which I don't know what that is at all.
And that's what makes up the
main thing. Okay, this is called water of life in fancy terms. It's brandy. It's unaged brandy.
Oh.
So that's probably the liquor portion of it. The alcohol portion of it is the unaged brandy. And then you have all those other fruits.
The weird shit. Musk melons.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. And so I was tasked with making a cocktail with this that you can make yourself, of course. And it's simple enough so that you don't have to be like, going to 12 different stores to find the right ingredients. So besides the Chirot, whatever, I use gin, honey syrup that I made myself, fresh lemon juice, and soda water. That was it, I think. Yeah,
All right.
That was it. So it's a very simple drink. Ricky said it almost reminded him of an Arnold Palmer?
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah, but this one also is very refreshing too. So it's like, I think it would be a lot better in the summer, but
That liqueur is very much.
It's very
You
pungent.
can very taste the aloe very much.
yeah, it's very, very strong for what it is.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It leaves
too.
a little tingle in your mouth.
I don't like the smell of it by itself at all.
No, it actually it kind of
smells terrible.
Give me that. By
This is
itself,
it.
it actually kind of smells like rotting melon, to be honest. So it's not.
It's actually all the muskmelon you get.
That's
from
that musk melon. It smells like a musky melon with mint and aloe.
It smells terrible.
But in this cocktail, and I think I might use a little bit less of it next time. But I think I did a pretty good job. And if you're interested and you want to try that, go and find this liqueur, the Chirot, whatever, and then try it with some gin, lemon, honey.
What kind of gin is this right
Play
here?
around. This is a Junipero gin. This one is one that I found at Vendome. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Mm-hmm.
They have a ton of different liquors, beers, wines. They're really cool. They're in Arcadia right now. There's also one in Studio City.
Oh, okay.
And this one is cool. It's a 49.3 overproof gin.
Overproof.
So you all know
I don't even know
I
what that
like.
means.
It just basically means your standard liquor is going to be about 40% alcohol.
Okay.
This is going to be higher than that. Cool. And you want to smell it? That's definitely up your alley.
I like gin.
But it's so smooth. This one.
Oh, actually, it smells really good.
Yeah, it's this.
From
It's
one
one of
side,
this.
I don't really like the smell of gin by itself. This smells good.
Yeah, it's a very smooth gin.
Got
You
the
get a
little
lot
sweet swag
of
out of the bottom?
yeah. And but it overproof, so right up my alley.
That was definitely the first gin I think I could ever taste, but like drink it
By itself, right? I remember the first time I took a shot of
Wow.
gin and I died.
That's
and I'm back
really
now.
good.
This is one I could definitely, for
Interesting.
those gin lovers or even people who are very interested in gin.
Does someone
if you-
taste like what I would think a gin and tonic? Like this tastes like a gin and tonic
by itself, but it's
just
actually
gin.
more alcohol than a regular gin,
Wow.
which is
I gotta go find some. of
Crazy,
this.
yeah.
I'm gonna buy my own bottle.
so
fucking good.
obviously not sponsored at all by any of these. It's just
But if they want to,
definitely. If you're
please
listening
send
right
us
now,
some more
please send us
Junipero.
some of that. Yeah,
that shit is good. God
I'm
damn,
a
that's
big
some
fan
good.
of this Junipero gin, and of course
That's really good.
the Chirot. Go ahead and try that out.
Wowzers.
I'm not going to tell you where I work, but I will tell you if you find this cocktail, I'd help make it. It is called the California Tingles. At least right now it is. We'll see what it changes to later. And yeah, this is really cool. So, what up, guys? This
What up?
is the week after Christmas, and right before New Year's.
What was that? Sorry, I'm looking at the comments.
No,
making sure we're not
I just
missing
went there
anything.
too. So this is the week after Christmas, right before New Year's, and we are in a place right now where we are very busy.
Yeah. Holidays.
Yeah, spend a lot of time with family. We hope that you had a happy holidays, whether you celebrate Christmas or any of the other holidays.
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
I'm not gonna list them all, but yeah, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa probably are the other big ones. And we hope that you and your family had a fun time. We did. I had a great time. I had time with a lot of my family, like a lot of different people from my family. So it was just day after day after day, new people, more people, and I'm bankrupt now, you guys. My wallet is dry.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, but really cool. Like I love seeing all of them. I really love family time, like because I don't get to see them that often. one of the jokes with my family is like they'll invite me to places. Like, oh hey, can you do this at this time? I'm like, I'm working. And they're like, surprise, surprise. I very rarely get to actually spend good amount of time with my family. But I did, and I was really happy about that. How about you? Like, did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, same thing, man. Just pretty much all family stuff. You know, it's why I have my wife now, so we kind of. I think we've been together for a while now, so we kind of have it down where we split it up pretty evenly between the two. So so yeah, we got down, got to see both the family sides, and it was a good time. Lots of drinking to do, lots of eating some good food. One of the first times I think.
Did you make anything, or just you?
No? I mean, my wife made some. She made her famous mashed potatoes, garlic mashed potatoes.
Nice.
And then she makes these really good sort of. I mean, it's like the same mix that you would use for those the biscuits from Red Lobster, but she kind of like puts her own spin on them and throws some more stuff into it.
Cheddar Bay mashed
Butters
potatoes,
them up
basically,
so much.
bro.
Yeah, it's fucking delicious.
That sounds delicious. Yeah.
Yeah. So she does some real good stuff, and then eating and drinking like usual.
Nice.
Always good.
We are always a fan. Drink responsibly.
Yeah.
But eat and drink as much as you can. If you don't.
Yes.
If you don't drive.
Both sides have lots of alcohol flowing.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the funny part is, so I'm half Chinese and half Mexican. On my Chinese side, we don't generally have a lot of alcohol, but this time it was at my cousin's house, and he actually just had a whole corner full of different beers, wine. Basically, I feel like it was just stuff he's accumulated over the over the past year, and a giant bottle of sake. Nice. And then the funny part was my grandmother. As soon as we came in, like he'd offered us refreshments, my cousin, and my brother got a beer. It was a Bitburger. It was a very regular beer, light, plain, whatever. And I got I took a shot of sake with my cousin, and then got a Sam Adams, and whatever. But my grandma, who immediately came over to all of us, looked at my brother, and she's like, "Are you driving?" He's like, "Yes." He's like, "You shouldn't drink and drive." And she just
the one beer?
She just just the one beer. And like as soon as we got there too, we were gonna be there for hours. And
right.
He's just like,
you son of a bitch.
Disappointment. And then she looked at me. She's like, "Are you driving?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Okay."
You cool.
And I was like,
Right.
It was funny. That happened, and yeah. So that was with them. Then of course my Mexican side. The next day, Christmas Eve proper, partied, lots of eggnog, lots of margaritas because Mexicans.
Why not?
And then pretty much the next day we went back to my parents' house, opened up gifts. Also had some more fun. It was all good.
Yeah. Luckily, we have fun with our families.
Exactly. And then we're gonna have our own little get together too this coming week. I decided that I want it to be after Christmas because there's a lot of stress on all of us, of course, for the holidays. This is kind of that load off right there, and then I work for like the next forever. So
You working New Year's Eve?
I don't know that for sure, but it's a 90% chance right now. So my schedule will come out later this week, but I'm definitely working every day after today, except for Friday, and then Saturday and probably Sunday, but I don't know for sure.
Boo.
That's Christmas Eve, or that's New Year's Eve.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
So we'll see.
All right.
But
fun.
I work hard for the money, so hard for the money. And I don't know the rest of that song, so I'm just gonna say let's move forward.
We're gonna need it after the holidays, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. We miss Ryan. We miss Ryan. I wish he was well right now.
Yeah.
Right now he's asleep, and I know his girlfriend or his fiance is fucking with his Facebook, which is funny.
Yeah, you can check out the hijinks over there.
Yeah, no, because she
actually
changed
from where we're posted at.
She changed his profile picture to some guy that I think is
Clark Duke.
Clark Duke, yeah, the actor Clark Duke. Which him and Andy Milonakis, I always say Ryan looks like, especially when he shaves.
Andy Milonakis for sure. Like,
yeah,
more than this guy.
No, yeah,
but this guy's pretty close.
This guy's pretty close too, especially if they had the beard going or he shaved.
Yeah.
So it's just funny.
Yeah.
Good for you, Ryan. You had a fun one.
I mean, well, actually, one thing I did forget too that I did this past weekend was I celebrated my wife's birthday with some family and some of her friends, and we went to something called the Malibu Wine Safari. And up until pretty much that point, like when we bought tickets a couple months ago, I'd never heard about it. I only had like certain things that I've heard before. Just from when we booked it. Other than that, before I had no idea what it was. But we did this tour where you get the main thing was feeding a giraffe, and you know it's a wine safari, so you also get to drink some wines, and you go up to the Santa Monica Mountains in Malibu, and you can go and they give you they had 3 wine bottles, it's 6 total that you get to taste, like it's 2 different stops, but the main thing is you get to drink some wine. And you get to feed all these different exotic animals that this like huge sort of ranch out there has.
Yeah.
And what the giraffe actually is he's a retired actor. You may have seen him in movies like The Hangover.
What?
You remember that scene where there's a giraffe, and I think The Hangover 2 or 3.
Oh, I've never seen the second or third one.
Okay, yeah. So it was one of the I think it was 3 if I remember correctly. But yeah, so he was in that movie, and I guess even though he's only like I think they said like 12 or like pretty young. Once they get to a certain age, I guess they can't use CGI or something. Like they can't use like a background for him. Like they get too tall where they can't use him on film anymore.
What?
So he has to retire. Aww. And I guess because him specifically, they had him since he was like a baby. Aww. So he just kind of grew up in like like being.
He's like,
nurtured.
I'm Hollywood, bitches.
Yeah. So they're just like,
what are you telling me I can't be in
like,
this movie?
He can't be like really. He has to be in a sanctuary.
Yeah.
And that was one of the places that they decided to have him. And
cool.
super cool. That was probably I think maybe the second time I remember feeding a giraffe like a long time ago when I was a child. But this was like the second time I've been able to do it. And this
I've never fed a giraffe.
Yeah, this is time I've been able to actually, I don't remember the first time I did it. But, he was this crazy, you go up into like a little platform. So like you're up to him face to face. And you're just feeding him like these huge stalks of lettuce. And they have like this giant tongue that comes out and like wraps around the lettuce. And then like he's like sucks his tongue back into it. So it was cool. Very friendly. Very nice. They have a bunch of like donkeys, horses, zebras, water buffaloes, these weird like brown cow thingies with horns. There's all kinds of like different animals.
Brown cow thingies with horns?
Yeah, I don't know what they are. Okay. I forgot exactly what they're called. They call them like some
water
kind of
buffalo.
Cow.
There's bison. There's what?
It was some kind of cow. She said. I remember the people saying there was some kind of cow.
Meat cow.
I don't know. It was a weird looking cow.
Okay. Like was it a spiral horn or just like a regular?
Just like the horns that kind of come out, like almost like a bull would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird looking.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was super fun.
That sounds fun.
Alpacas were there, llamas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Camels.
There you go.
A lot of animals.
You need to ride any of them though.
No, yeah, you don't really get to ride them. They tell you like some that you can touch, some that you should stay away from because they're kind of mean. All the camels.
No,
are really
no predators
mean.
though, like lions or tigers.
No,
or bears.
nothing like that. Yeah, nothing like that. But I guess from the area as well too, they just have all these people. It's in the Malibu area, so it's a little
I
don't know
bougie. How good drinking with predators would be.
Yeah, probably not a good idea. They're all nice animals.
Like so,
mostly nice.
One of the things I found out my Asian grandmother likes is fail videos.
Okay.
So like during literally this entire time, like we're just trying to like entertain her, like showing her things from like when she was younger, and she's like, I don't give a fuck about any of this.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
fail videos.
And then I'm like, Grandma, watch this. And she like I put on a fail video, and somebody like I don't know fell or hurt themselves, and she just starts busting up, and I'm like, boom, I found out what Grandma likes. And then everyone's like, all right, well, I guess we're watching these now. So I set up a whole queue of failed videos.
Wow.
One of them was, I guess, at some sort of, I don't know exactly, it wasn't like a retreat or whatever. It was a sanctuary where there were lions. Mm-hmm. And they were petting the lions.
Someone just gets mauled to death.
No, I was like, oh, I know that this is on a fail video, so I know something bad is going to happen. They're just petting the lions. They don't look aggressive. They're just laying down by the fence. There was a fence that they were behind. Uh-huh. But this one person dragged his hand across the lion's face, and he's like, well, it's here.
Food now.
Just fucking chomped him, and I'm like, oh, damn.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Which is why, I actually follow this one Instagram account called Black Jaguar White Tiger, and he has a large cat sanctuary. Okay. And he's like, yeah, no, these aren't pets. Like you can see these Instagram videos where I'm playing with the animals and they're giant and it looks like fun, like it's your dog or whatever.
Yeah.
But they will fuck you up.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, like he's always like, yeah, look at my fucking arms, they're all scratched up, my legs, whatever. And like, there's plenty of times where they've attacked, either themselves or people or whatever. Yeah. Like, there's lots of blood drawn.
Yeah,
it's like these are not pets. Even though they look like it, like you can be friends with them, kind of, but they're still very aggressive primal animals. And so, yeah. But I still, if I could, I'll pet one, but I don't want to put my hand anywhere near its mouth.
No, definitely not.
No.
Yeah. So luckily, all these animals are real nice. So if you get a chance, maybe check it out.
Yeah,
It was
that
really
sounds fun.
It was really fun.
Sounds like a lot of fun. And I know it's not Justine's birthday yet, but it will
It's
be.
actually tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say it will be tomorrow. So shout out happy birthday. Oh, yeah, when this
Happy
airs.
birthday. Yeah, when this airs, actually, yeah.
Happy birthday, Justine.
Yay.
Probably never listened to a single episode.
Nope. Never going to hear that.
Let her know we say
Plug
it. We say it. We say it.
All right.
All right, man.
So some stories?
Yeah, let's do it. And then we'll close off this year eventually. So let's go.
Eventually.
Welcome.
So what's up, everybody? This is Ricky C. Through Microsoft, Nintendo, and PlayStation. There's actually a really big expo going on right now for video games. It's called E3, announcing a new hardware system.
Here's Ricky Tech News. What's up, Ricky C?
Goodbye.
All right. So my first story here is probably something that we've all experienced, maybe. At least those of us that have an iPhone or maybe even an Apple device.
I don't have shit, bro. So, no, I have a Mac.
You have we're recording
iPod.
off of your iPod.
Yeah, which works perfectly.
Yeah, exactly. Works perfectly every single time.
Wink, wink.
Every single time.
I know.
Apple has actually weighed in now,
Uh-huh.
and what we've suspected for a long time, which was degrading performance, it seems like, in older devices, has now been confirmed by Apple.
Those son of a bitches.
So this was actually
Sons of bitches.
after a number of Reddit users and additional testing by the benchmark app maker Primate Labs, Apple has finally weighed in on the controversy surrounding its aging handsets, and the verdict is we were all right.
Duh.
Apple had a statement in TechCrunch saying that our goal is to deliver the best experience for customers, which includes overall performance and prolonging the life of their devices. Lithium-ion batteries become less capable of supplying peak current demands when in cold conditions, have a low battery charge, or as they age over time, which can result in the device unexpectedly shutting down to protect its electronic components. So they're saying that they're slowing it down on purpose because if it weren't for them, if it wasn't for them slowing it down, then at times if your battery is getting under heavy load, it would just shut off, and they don't want that to happen.
Of course.
So they're saying that we have to slow it down. You have to make it so that we're never gonna have this peak surge and kill your battery pretty much.
Or let's just go back a year and let us replace the batteries.
Exactly. Which is why everyone's pissed. Which is why now they're being sued for this.
There you go.
So whether this is going to hold any water, then now they actually are being sued. There's two different suits, one here in California, another one that was filed in Illinois. And both lawsuits are claiming the same thing. Apple did not have the user consent to slow down their phones.
Yeah, bitches.
Which is true. I mean, all they had to do was just, if they obviously they're doing this because they want you to buy a new phone. I mean, they have one every year.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be like, change the battery out for $30 and not buy our new phone for $800 instead. Mm-hmm. But that's all they would have to do to fix this issue. I mean, the problem therein lies with the lithium-ion batteries that are in it.
Yeah.
Any device, it doesn't have to be necessarily an iPhone. Any device that has a lithium-ion battery in it, it's going to degrade over time. That's just the way they are.
Yes.
There's no stopping that.
Mm-hmm.
But, that they're going to make it as hard as possible to change that and make it better. When that's all really has to, that's going to solve the issues right there, is just getting a new battery.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
That's
and
why I was like,
brand new device.
I'm like, okay, so this is what I don't get, because there's so many times that I'm like, oh, okay, well, we're going to make it so it's more compact, so you can't change the battery. I'm like,
Right.
it takes a millimeter to make a case instead of just a full sealed, not even, just look at that much. So much, it's a little.
Yeah.
I remember I had a Galaxy S3. It was not much bigger than my Galaxy S7 that I have right now. And I could take off the back, and I could replace the battery. Boom, new.
Yeah, those days are long gone now.
Yeah.
Because they don't want you to do that no more.
But, yeah, so we are slowing down, or they're slowing down your Apple products.
Yep, they're slowing it down.
No.
We'll see. We'll see.
And you know what? Galaxy or Samsung might also be guilty of this, but until that's proven, there you go.
Until they admit it, at least.
One more reason.
I mean, like I said,
Fuck
it's
Apple.
It's any lithium-ion battery. It's all our phones have them. So it doesn't matter what it is. It's just gonna degrade over time. My next story here, my last one, is it's another way that we're possibly all gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
And that is that Japanese scientists have made a sweating robot that works out and sweats as it gets hotter to cool down its circuits.
What?
Yes. So apparently the Japanese scientists are hard at work. Their latest efforts have been detailed in a paper published in Science.
Also, you're going to have sex with it.
Science Robotics earlier this month. It has all these videos of this robot that does all these different workouts. It's a humanoid robot, and they're modeled after. Here are the names. The names are Kenshiro and Kengoro. Kenshiro was their older model, and Kengoro is their newer, slightly heavier model. And they had this video here of it. And just here, you can check this out real quick, of it doing all these different little workouts, doing some sit-ups, doing some different neck movements, stretching it out.
What the shit?
Just sort of looking around. And so the main thing here is that it has all the different dexterity. It's sort of like a big deal because before this, robots haven't had, I guess, all these human-like features that we have, like in our joints and in our muscles that we use for actual movements. So this is one of the first robots to do it.
Here's my question. Why?
And it's terrifying.
Why do they keep trying to make robots more like humans?
So it does. They have some scientific backing. That they have some things that they want to do with this eventually. What they say here is that they want to understand the principles of muscle control, the sensory nervous system that connects the brain and the body, learning in the brain, and the human walking motion. So to address this knowledge deficit, we propose a human mimetic humanoid? Mimetic? With an unprecedented degree of anatomical fidelity to the human musculoskeletal structure. So they just want to basically have it so I guess they're saying that we don't necessarily understand our own muscles as good as we should possibly know, maybe. Wow. And I don't know what's exactly slowing that down, but apparently we need a robot that has them all and can do it. And we need it to study. I don't know why we can't just study normal humans. Probably because it costs money. And with a robot, you don't have to pay him a paycheck. That's what I'm guessing.
So let's just make more robots.
So it's going to make some robots that look exactly like humans and sweat
and act like humans. What is the purpose? What is the actual purpose of this bullshit?
Yeah.
And that's what I have to say. I'm like,
it's a little scary.
I kind of think
scary.
That we've already been taken over by AI. And they're literally the ones that are making the decisions to advance.
They gave us the blueprints for them.
This technology. Yeah, they're like, hey, let's advance.
Just like throw them a little bit. Let's throw them a bone.
Well, why do you need robots that are more like humans? We just want to understand humans more.
We just want to study humans more with these robots.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Stop asking questions.
Also, besides them sweating, they also have guns and knives and nuclear devices in their feet. Don't worry about that. That's to study humans as well.
Yeah, I mean these things look pretty crazy. They have like a face on them and everything.
This is the precursor.
They're just fucking moving around. They have them outside working out, outside exercises. He's doing like a weird back crunch.
James
with its powerful back. It says
James Cameron was like.
That's all those two guys' fault right there. Those are the guys right there that are going to be the end of civilization.
Jesus Christ.
It's all their faults.
Jesus H. Macy Christ. All right.
Oh, they also want to advance the design of crash test dummies. That's another one that they say. They say they want to do with these two guys.
What?
Yeah. So thanks to them, those two guys, for destroying humanity with
yeah. So once we are slaves to our
Skynet
mechanical overlords,
yep,
we can thank these guys. Thanks.
All right, and that is it for my stories for this year.
Yeah.
Let's see what Garrett's stories are.
I may have some news for you.
Go ahead.
Entertainment news, everybody. This just broke out.
That is a scientific fact, huh?
I'm not gonna get to this story. I have a question for you. News story that'll make you guys a little bit tingly in the fans. Okay, we need to move on from that. I need to get away from that real quick.
I read somewhere that their periods attract bears.
Woo! So there's not much point in asking what was number one at the box office this week, because
nope.
Spoiler, it's the Star Wars. It's Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Nothing but Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean that was gonna happen.
But
How much did it drop?
That's the question I was going to answer.
That's the question.
So there's been a lot of backlash about this particular movie.
I actually missed Star Wars last week, so I wasn't here because I was dying out of my ass.
Yes, your ass was dying.
But so I guess I can't ask Ryan what his opinion was.
The majority, the majority.
What was the majority?
The majority, and really, we all were pretty much on the same page. We liked it.
Okay. After
we thought about it. So for me, it took me two times. I had to see it twice.
Okay. I saw it twice as well.
I saw it, yeah. So at a local movie theater, there is a $5 showing of movies that I went to go see last Tuesday. I saw The Last Jedi again.
Mm-hmm.
And it made a lot more sense as to why they made the decisions that they did. So the first one was, I saw the other decisions, and I was like, this is different. This is shocking. You know, it's not what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
Second time around, I was like, oh, okay. Still hate Canto Bite.
Okay.
But that's not a spoiler. I just don't like it. I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like that entire thing. Like
that entire anything on that planet.
It was neat. It was pretty.
Yeah.
There was a few things. I was like, okay, but the entire thing, I'm like, no. What? This is why? Why are we doing this? This is not this movie. This is not what this movie is.
Yeah.
It didn't fit.
That was I agree with that.
But yeah, I did enjoy everything else. I thought that it was very different, and it was essentially the theme was letting go of the past and embracing new and change.
And kill it if you have to.
And kill it if you have to. and also balance.
Yeah.
Balance is another main theme.
Yeah.
So with those in mind, I'm like, okay, I get it. And I enjoy it. And I would definitely watch it again. It's something I want to rewatch over and over and over, which is the mark of a good movie. If I didn't like it so much, I would not want to rewatch it.
Right.
I want to rewatch this over and over and over. So Rian Johnson, who is the director of this iteration, I think did a great job in opening up the universe as opposed to just keeping it kind of in its own little Skywalker realm.
Niche.
Yeah. Niche.
I agree.
Yeah. How about you? Just real quick, without spoilers.
I pretty much agree with everything you just said.
Oh, okay.
I think I would say I like it a little bit more than The Force Awakens because it took so many different things, and I actually like that.
Also agree.
So I mean, I did at the first viewing. I welcome the change. I don't think they did Star Wars a disservice like many people are making it out to be. So the second time, because the first time I watched it, I liked it. I didn't have a problem with it. So the second time I went in there I tried to be more like hypercritical of it.
Yeah.
And that's when I was just like, yeah, Canto Bite. Like, I don't think there's a point for this at all.
You didn't like it either?
I didn't like it. Yeah, I didn't like it.
I was like, what is the point of this entire thing?
I was like, there's only one reason why, and they could have done a different,
Toys and Disney. So, which also Porgs. I'm like, I thought Porgs
are okay. I wasn't.
I'm not pissed off about Porgs. I'm like, make them do more.
I'm like, I'm okay that they're just an animal that's just around, I guess.
Do more. Which apparently, I found out after the fact, they were just puffins.
Yes.
On Skellig Michael Island, the island that they filmed.
That location. They used
the location that they used.
Act 2, whatever it is.
Yeah, so with Rey and Luke, this is not a spoiler, so don't worry about it. There's an island that you see in the end of Force Awakens and is also in this movie that they just had a bunch of puffins and they just like, well, let's just make them into a creature.
Yeah, well, because they were a big hassle on the set as well. They actually like made their homes and like their trailers and shit.
Exactly.
Were annoying.
You couldn't get rid of them. So they're like, let's make them a character. And they are Porgs. Fucking Porgs. Which are penguin. What penguin what's?
Chicken penguin.
Well, I call them something perfect. Like it was penguin something, but it was like whatever. Penguin hamsters or penguin guinea pigs or something.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I really enjoyed this.
I liked it.
The unfortunate part is a vast majority of people were very angry.
Yeah.
So the drop from week 1 to week 2 was higher than any Star Wars movie ever.
Interesting.
It's a 67.5% drop from week 1 to week 2, which the majority of things is about 50.
Right.
So let me tell you the next ones. The drops for number 5, number 6, which are the only other ones that are not new. 45.4, 45.9. The one after that, 62 even. The one after that, 24.9. You know, like nothing is really that high. Star Wars: The Last Jedi dropped 67.5%, which is not like, let's not feel bad.
That's also, I mean, a shit ton of people went out and saw it in the beginning.
Exactly.
To begin with.
But I think, okay, so there's two things. Usually when people really love Star Wars movies, or any movie for that matter, they go and rewatch it. I rewatched it for the purpose that I was confused at first. And so I needed another opinion. A lot of people most likely didn't give it a second chance. So I know
I agree with that.
There's a lot of friends that I have on Facebook who are adamantly against this movie for what it was. And so they watched it once.
Yeah.
Understandable. Everything is subjective. But yeah, they're like, this is a dumpster fire, blah, blah, this. And like, they're so not only adamant and vehement about it. I'm like, so not only give it a chance, but try and understand why they made the decisions. Yes, it's very different. But I like it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like change.
No.
Yeah.
They don't.
But let's move on.
We fear change.
Exactly. And fear, as we all know, fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. And suffering leads to stomach flu, where you shit out your asshole.
Or the dark side.
Or the dark side. Number 2, you have Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I heard great things.
I want to see this because
really
I'm so surprised with the reviews.
Yes, everyone's like, this is so much fun. Like, I had no idea it would be this much fun. It made $36.4 million this weekend, so good for it. I think it's not going to drop more than 46% next week. Okay. I have to double check with what's coming out, but Jumanji sounds like fun, to be honest. I would definitely go check it out.
I was kind of like taken aback by it when it first announced, but I mean, like
we all were.
Even seeing like some of the, I'd say even the trailers too. Like I was a little surprised. Mm-hmm. I like the way that they were kind of going with it.
Looks good, dude. I'm waiting for it. Like, I'm going to go see it probably next Tuesday. We'll see.
Okay.
Pitch Perfect 3 happened.
That happened, so it's out.
It's $19.9
That's right, yeah,
million.
Christmas thing.
I heard the reviews saying that it is unnecessary, but if you are a fan of Pitch Perfect, this is another movie where they sing.
The first one, you know what? It was good. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I watched the second one.
No, I've definitely seen both.
Okay.
And I have no problem with them, but there's no reason for me to go see this in theaters.
Yeah, no.
Not at all.
I don't think I've seen any of them in
I
theaters.
will wait until it's on Netflix or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll probably enjoy myself in my own house for no additional charge than what I already pay monthly.
Okay. So that's that. What's I forgot what was that in the numbers scheme of ours.
Oh, I don't even remember. Okay, so it's
been a while
opening
since we brought
weekend.
that up.
Opening weekend
Uh-huh.
is a 5. See it in theaters, I would imagine, is a 4.
Okay, that makes sense.
Redbox it is you're actually still paying money, so you're renting it.
Right.
Is a 3. Netflix is a 2 or whatever streaming service, and 1 is like if it's on TV, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
And then below that is like I don't give any
I
fuck.
don't give a fuck.
This for me is a
Solid 5.
Solid 3. Is it 3?
Or is it
I
1?
forgot. Opening.
No, it was 2.
Redbox 2.
2.
This is 2.
Solid 2.
Solid 2. Anywhere between 2, I wouldn't rent this. There's no reason for me to rent it.
Right.
So I'm giving it a 2.
There's
also okay, so there's bits and pieces. If somebody paid for my ticket, that's also somewhere in there. That's like a 3.5. If someone
frees the gray zone, that's not part of the numbers.
yeah, it's a 3.5. Is if somebody paid for my ticket, I'm like, yeah, sure. But also at the same time, it's like if somebody paid for my ticket, I don't care what it is. If I'm available, I'll probably watch it.
All right. So I feel like that's a gray zone. It should be part of the numbers.
It shouldn't be a number. Never mind.
It's not a
so
number.
there's also okay.
Gray
There's
zone.
there's if you're free and someone pays for you, that's just in the middle. And it's I actually rather have that than a 5 because I'm not spending any money.
Right.
So we'll see.
I agree with that.
And number 4 is The Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
Which I heard
he
has
sings
great music and it's a fun time.
I mean, I guess it doesn't look terrible.
No, it's actually the composers from La La Land, and they have great music from what I hear. I would probably put it at a 3.
Zac Efron.
I would put that at a 3, if not 4. I might check this out. More so than Pitch Perfect 3. I have no desire to go pay money for that. But Greatest Showman, depending on, whatever is the circumstance, I might go watch that in theaters.
Interesting.
I like good music, and I heard that Hugh Jackman everyone really gives a great performance, so why not? And number 5 is Ferdinand. It's a bull movie with John Cena.
Damn, I wish I had that queued up.
Yeah, we tried that last week. It didn't work that well, but
just as good.
Exactly,
just as good.
All right, everybody. So coming out this weekend, let's see what we're gonna see instead of all the other movies that I just mentioned. All the Money in the World. So this is actually the only thing that catches my attention because of how interesting the backstory is. The plot of it is the story of the kidnapping of a 16-year-old person and the desperate attempt by his devoted mother to convince her billionaire father to pay the ransom. So her father is a billionaire. Her son got kidnapped probably because they thought they could get her billionaire father's money.
Yeah.
But the backstory is much more interesting, in my opinion, because the grandfather or her father was played by Kevin Spacey.
Oh.
Before his allegations. Then once his allegations came to light, they immediately recast him, and it's directed by Ridley Scott.
Oh shit!
And they refilmed his scenes in no more than 2 weeks.
Oh shit! Wow.
And
so who replaced him?
And it's a character actor who's not as famous but great from what I hear. Christopher Plummer. I guarantee you've seen him, but you haven't heard his. You don't know
that name
exactly, but I guarantee you've seen him.
Yeah, look it up. Yeah, see this picture of this guy.
And the trailer that I've seen with Christopher Plummer looked great. Like it looks like a spy thriller.
Interesting.
It really does. So if you're interested in that type of thing, plus
I don't know where I've seen this guy ever.
Plus, of course, supporting these people. Check out All the Money in the World. Next, coming out in wide release, cool. Molly's Game. So I have a crush on this girl. Her name is Jessica Chastain, and she has a new movie. And it is a story of Molly Bloom, an Olympic-class skier who ran the world's most exclusive high-stakes poker game and became an FBI target. You have Jessica Chastain, Idris Elba, Kevin Costner, Michael Cera, and a bunch of other people. And it looks awesome.
I haven't even seen it.
You haven't seen a trailer? Check out the trailer. I'm not going to show you right now. Looks really good. So you have a biography, a drama, as well as some sort of, I don't know, like casino thriller. I don't really know what to call it. So like, think about like 21 or like Rounders, something like that. It's kind of like that where you have this gambling sort of background, but it's a thriller. Plus you have great acting. Plus you have great dialogue. Plus it's the directorial debut of Aaron Sorkin. If you know that name, it's for a good reason. He's a great writer who is known for his amazing dialogue. So I'd check that out, actually. More so than anything. Well, no. Okay, so fun-wise, Jumanji. Great movie. I feel like Molly's Game is going to be great. All the Money in the World, right under that. And surprisingly, the next movie after that is called Phantom Thread. It is Daniel Day-Lewis's last film before he officially retired, and I don't give a single fuck.
Yeah, me either.
It's set in the 1950s London.
That's a 0 for you?
Yeah. What is it? Daniel Day-Lewis is a renowned dressmaker whose fastidious life is disrupted by a young, strong-willed woman who becomes his muse and lover, and I couldn't give two shits about this entire synopsis.
It's actually the synopsis. It just even the synopsis doesn't give a shit about it.
So yeah, like if you didn't tell me this was Daniel Day-Lewis's last film, I couldn't give us. I could give zero shits.
Yeah.
Here are my shits, and if you notice, my hand is empty. And now that you mention it's Daniel Day-Lewis's last film, one shit. I give you one shit, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever.
I've never heard of this movie, so I'm probably in the same boat.
He's a great actor,
He is.
but I don't give a fuck about it.
Why is this his last movie?
Why? That's what I want to know. Why is this your last movie?
Should have been something like super cool.
There will be blood.
He fucked
That
up.
could have been a great last movie. Just like I'm done.
Yeah.
This is like why, but like why though?
Yeah.
Why this?
That makes no sense.
No. All right, that's that for that. So there's a few things I wanted to get into really quick. I just want to talk about, because it's the end of the year and we have some time left, what was your favorite films of 2012? Or sorry,
2012. Holy shit.
No, I want to go
Garrett.
back. I want to go back. I want you to look
You're
back on
way off,
2012.
dog. How much do you have that? What's in that drink?
A lot of booze, because I didn't make this a single drink. It's a triple drink.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. For
It makes a lot more
2012.
sense. 2017.
Yeah.
What was some of your favorite films that you could think of?
Favorite films.
And then I have a list of like top ones. If you want to pull them up, it'll probably help your memory.
That'll probably help, but you know what? I got some in my main brain right now.
All right. What's some shit like? And
Yeah,
why?
I'm gonna say Last Jedi, number one.
I will agree on that.
Avi.
I agree on that. This is a film that I will rewatch more than The Force Awakens. I've only seen The Force Awakens since it's been out, probably 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I think
I've
probably
already
about the
seen this
same.
twice,
Yeah.
and I will most likely see it another 6 times
I think I'm around the same for The Force Awakens
in the next year.
Yeah, I agree. So that was my number one. Thor Ragnarok, number 2.
Yes, bitch.
It, number 3.
Fuck, that's so good too.
And 4. Fuck, now I'm forgetting what else came out this year. Those are my top 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna run down this list of top movies, and you tell me what stands out after I said the list.
All
Okay.
right.
So the first one on this list, Get Out.
Oh,
Great
yeah,
movie.
Shit,
Dunkirk.
I haven't seen
Did not see it. Star Wars: The Last Jedi. We already mentioned. Wonder Woman. Call Me by Your Name. Heard it was great. Didn't see it. Lady Bird. Samesies. The Big Sick. I actually watched that.
I watched that too.
Good job. Not gonna. We'll talk later. Baby Driver. Logan. Fuck. Blade Runner. The Phantom Thread. I don't know why that's on here because no one's seen it yet. War for the Planet of the Apes.
I haven't seen it.
Thor Ragnarok. It. Spider-Man. John Wick 2.
Spider-Man.
Mother.
Wick 2.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Not gonna be up there.
Nah.
I rewatched it again. Nah.
Yeah, I only seen it once.
Shape of Water. I heard amazing things. I want to go check that out. Good Time, oddly enough, with Edward from
Fucking
Twilight. Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Pattinson. The Post. It Comes at Night. Also saw that. Very
seen that.
misleading.
I haven't seen that.
Alien Covenant. Meh. Logan Lucky. The
Nah.
Disaster Artist. Justice League. The Lego Movie. Bright.
The Lego movies this year? That doesn't.
Oh,
make
sorry. The Lego Batman movie.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Jumanji. Girls Trip. Also heard great things. Ingrid Goes West. Train Spotting. Detroit. Coco.
Coco.
Atomic
Good
Blonde.
movies.
Downsizing. I, Tonya. Kong. Skull Island. Beauty and the Beast. Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. And that's pretty much it in this list.
There's a lot of good movies this year.
That was a lot of really good movies. Yeah.
I still stick in my top 3 for sure.
What was it again?
Top 3: Last Jedi, number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
Number 3, It. Number 4, Wonder Woman. Number 5 is a hard one to choose.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a lot of good ones that can take that spot. That's a hard one. What's your top 3?
All right. I'm going straight off of this list because there's a lot of things I can't remember. And there's a lot of things I haven't seen, which is unfortunate.
There's a lot of things I
as well.
haven't seen too on that list.
Top movie that I have seen this year.
You said Last Jedi. You agreed with me for that.
Oh, it's in there, but it's not.
Oh, it's not number 1.
Logan. Logan is by far.
Number 1.
I'm giving it my number 1 spot because
Interesting.
it's some heavy shit. But it is not only feeding into my comic book blockbuster movie sort of, need to watch. It is so heavy. There's great acting. There's great story plot. Everything was just so amazing. And I was crying. I'm emotionally invested. Logan is my number 1 movie of the year.
Okay.
That I've seen,
Right.
mind you. Then, I don't want to stick with things that I'm just crying at. Okay. Thor Ragnarok is in there. There's a lot of great movies.
Come on. Put some numbers on these guys.
Okay, I'm putting numbers. So, Logan.
Number 1.
Thor Ragnarok. I will watch over and over and over
Okay.
and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
John Wick Chapter 2. I've already seen 3 times. I love it.
Okay. So that's your top 3 right there.
Top 3 right there.
Got it. Not bad.
I've seen Wonder Woman
Okay.
twice, but okay. Coco, Wonder Woman. I'm going Coco, number 4.
Damn.
Which makes me think Wonder Woman's 5, unless... Did I say it already?
You did not.
It's number 5. Then 6 is probably somewhere between Wonder Woman and Spider-Man. And these are things I've seen. Granted, I'm not the biggest indie watcher. I don't see a lot of these that I'm sure are great. This is no commentary on their performance. It's just what I've seen and what I will watch again. I will watch Logan over and over again, and it is
I can't
always,
watch Logan
always
over
gonna
and over
punch me
again.
in the stomach. It's always gonna punch me in the stomach.
It's a great movie, but I don't know if I can watch it over.
Going
and
to
over
punch me in
again.
the stomach all the time. I think it's a great movie.
It was just on TV recently too, or not TV, like HBO. I was watching it. the
Did I
other
not
day.
put Star Wars in there?
You did not put Star Wars in there. Star Wars not even top 5, huh? Interesting.
That might be 6 or 5.
Wow. Not even top 5.
I like Star Wars more than Wonder Woman. What was that? It, and then what were the
4.
other ones?
Number 1 you said was
John Wick.
Logan. Then he said 2 was
Thor.
3 was John Wick.
John
2.
Wick. Then what did it?
Then he said No, was it Wonder Woman? No, you didn't. That was God damn it! It's your list.
I know it's my list. All right, so it was that. It was then number 4. I am picking Star Wars.
Okay.
Then Coco. Then Wonder Woman.
Then Coco.
No. Then Coco. Then It. Then It. Then Coco. Sorry. Okay, so that's what it is. Logan. Thor. John Wick. It. Coco. Wonder Woman.
And Last Jedi's not on there.
Son of a, okay, this is too goddamn hard. I need to write this down. Either way, those are what they are.
We can come back next time.
It's a fucking what you call it? What's that game? Yahtzee. It's a Yahtzee of game of fucking movies. I love them. I'll rewatch
There's
them.
a lot of good ones.
Those are my
There's a lot
top
of good ones this year.
something. So let us know what you like in the comments, of course.
Yeah, do you agree with any of that?
Do you agree with that? Do you think that we're all off our rocker? Do you think that fucking Last Jedi was horrible or amazing? Let us know in the comments.
It's my number one. It's not even on Garrett's top 5. Apparently.
Shut up. Dude, that was your number one? Jesus.
My
no.
number one.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Because I was saying it's simultaneously the best and worst Star Wars film.
I don't agree with that at all.
What I just said.
Not the worst part.
You think it's the best?
I mean, the best out of the new generation so far. Besides, not being the canon stories of Rogue One.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Let's just like prequels. These two, Rogue One is what we've gotten.
Mm-hmm. That's the best one out of those prequels for sure.
So okay, so this is the best. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the best Star Wars film, and the worst Star Wars film because it is so different from all the other Star Wars films. So not saying worst film, worst Star Wars film. You have to really understand that part.
Yeah, no, I get it. I don't agree with that.
All right, fair enough. All right, guys. So that's it for that. I want to really quickly talk about some of the top 10 biggest news stories of the year, and we're going to close down on that for 2017 for Humpcast. So this is a list I've pulled up of top 10 biggest news stories, and I kind of want to just like weigh in real quick at the end of the year what we thought about it and what we still think about it. Sound cool?
Sure.
All right. This is not my list. I didn't make it, but we're going to start off with the top one on here. We got a brand new president this year. Mm-hmm. We generally try to keep this very unpolitical, non-political, whatever that word is.
Non-political.
But we did get a new president this year.
Yeah.
President Donald Trump was elected into office this year. He was nominated and voted in November of last year, and then took effect this year.
Yes.
Since then, he has definitely made many highlighted headlines.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say any of them are mostly good. I'd say they're all pretty bad.
Yes, a very big majority of them are bad. Of course, this is all subjective, but to us here in this studio right now, none of them have seemed to be good towards us or anyone that we know or anyone in existence.
Yep.
So, except for really, really super rich people.
Yeah. So that's our opinion pretty much on that.
Yeah. So we're not gonna do
world-wise. It has not been
also
a good year.
a lot of people around the world have their own opinions, and a majority of them are that they are not fans of him being our president.
Mm-hmm. Some would say he was the worst.
Some would say that. I'm just saying facts. I'm not saying anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Those are facts. People have been on record saying that he's the worst and not good.
Some would say that he's part of
for anyone.
He's under investigation for a Russian collusion. That seems very plausible.
Also that.
So yeah,
we're gonna just move past that.
We're gonna hope that this new year he's not gonna be part of that.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully he's gonna just end at the end of this year.
Yeah.
He just disappears.
He just disappears.
Yeah. All right. Number 2, the Mueller investigation. Ricky knows a little bit more about this than I do because I don't pay attention to the news a lot. But Robert Mueller in May is a special counsel to conduct the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 presidential campaign, which we briefly mentioned in the last part of our story.
But so far, there's been about 3 different people taken down because of this.
Yes.
So it all seems pretty plausible.
Yes.
Although slow, can come crashing down, hopefully very soon.
Yes.
So we'll see.
Which is why many people have come and said that this presidency is trying to get as much shit fucked up as much as they can, as fast as they can.
Yep.
Because
that would seem very likely.
They might not be president for much longer or alive. We'll see. I didn't say that. I'm saying that
he's telling you what you shouldn't say.
Yes.
This is what you shouldn't say.
Don't say that.
You definitely shouldn't say that. Someone should kill the president of the United States. Don't say that.
Don't say
We're
that.
just saying that you shouldn't say that. It's very bad. We're saying it because we're telling you that you shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
Is what this is.
Yeah. Moving on. So the greater tensions with North Korea, going with this whole theme of we have a new president.
End on it seems like a very somber note here.
Yeah, American tensions with North Korea intensified rapidly since President Donald Trump was inaugurated in late January, as leader Kim Jong-un made no secret that his scientists are working on a nuclear-tipped missile capable of reaching the U.S. Kim Im-ryong, North Korea's ambassador to the UN, bluntly warned that the Trump administration's tough talk was creating a dangerous situation in which thermonuclear war may break out at any moment.
Yay.
So, we are on the cusp of thermonuclear war. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Due to relations
and Twitter
and
our president's Twitter
with other countries and our current president. Yeah. Yay! Okay, so next, unless you want to.
No, keep going.
That's pretty self-explanatory.
Yep.
So this has not really much to do with our president. So the Me Too movement, that was another big thing that happened in 2017.
Very, very big thing.
So in early
career enders.
Yes, in early October, back-to-back bombshell reports in the New York Times and the New Yorker revealed that film mogul Harvey Weinstein allegedly lured women into hotel rooms and bars and sexually harassed and assaulted them in what some have described as an open secret known for years in Hollywood. Later that month, after a tweet from actress Melissa Milano, who was one of Weinstein's accusers, social media was inundated with personal stories of being the victim of sexual harassment, of assault, or all these other things. And basically, it opened the floodgates for all these people who have said that they're victims of similar things.
Yeah.
For a lot of stuff. Mainly in the movie industry.
Mm-hmm.
Entertainment industry, I should say, actually. So this Me Too movement, that actually caught a lot of attention, and rightly so.
For a good
reason, rightly so. There are a lot of people that I understand would not say anything because they felt like their voice wouldn't be heard,
right?
Or
they didn't have a voice,
exactly. Or that they would say something and they'd be like, "No, that's not true. Your career's ended." Etc. Like
right.
there were so many ramifications that could have happened that now is a time for people to feel safe for that. Also now, because of that, there are more and more people coming out. At the same time, unfortunately, we've already heard about false accusations as well. But
right.
That shouldn't.
It's just going to be part of it.
It's humankind. It's humankind. It's going to take part.
It's just part of it.
We shouldn't give that. We shouldn't take away from all the others because of the few people that are trying to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Either way, this is a good thing to come out.
Yeah.
So I mean,
even though people careers are ended, Kevin Spacey was a big one.
Weinstein,
Harvey Weinstein. Mm-hmm. There's others.
We just talked about T.J. Miller last week, or the week before, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A lot of other ones, but I'm just saying these are accusations. Yes, they should be taken seriously, but we'll see what comes from them.
Yeah,
is all we can say.
I mean, like even for Harvey Weinstein, like nothing's actually been like through like police and like full on investigation.
Yeah, but when many people cooperate and as well as you get fired from your own company.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, like, I'm kind of surprised that there's like no like actual law coming into play here. It seems.
What
like.
do you mean, like law? This is assault? This is sexual assault and rape.
No, I'm just saying, like, he got fired, but he's not going like to jail.
Oh, but I think because it's taking time because there's charges being put against him, so he has to kind of wait until trials. And someone with that much money doesn't have to go to jail. They're like, okay, well, there's all these charges. Okay, here's my bail. I'm not gonna go to jail.
Right.
Then you don't even have to fucking fuck with that, really, with that much money, and you just kind of wait. And of course, hire as many high.
Do you think he's gonna go to jail?
Lawyers.
Coming this next year, maybe. Or
You know
I guess
what?
I don't know how.
I don't trust the judicial system at all.
Okay.
There are so many reports, and I've seen so many videos, and I've been part of a lot of things where it's people that don't deserve things get things that they don't deserve. Things that do deserve things do not get things that they deserve. So.
Right.
Yeah. The more money you have, the less likely it is that you're going to serve time.
Right. The judicial system is in your favor if you have a lot of money. That's for sure.
Very sure. Especially if there's no physical evidence.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is, unfortunately, right now. Change it if you don't like that. Find a way to change it. All right, moving on. The massacres in LA or Las Vegas and Texas. There have been a lot of mass shootings this year.
Yep.
And terrorism, really. And so this is just another sign, like, there needs to be something done where, we can try and prevent this.
Yeah.
There's not just going to be one simple answer to this. There's not. But this is a definite problem that's only increasing in frequency.
Yep. It's gotten to the point now where, like, some of them, like, slip under the radar. Just like,
Yeah.
oh, there's like a shooting like the other day, and just like, what the
And you're
fuck?
just like,
that
oh,
wasn't
okay,
in the
whatever.
fucking news.
Yeah. Because of how
Just 'cause,
frequent it
yeah,
is.
It's not.
It's ridiculous.
It's a problem.
It is, definitely.
For sure.
I'm going to try and... Oh, okay. The devastating hurricane season that we've had. So,
Climate change.
Yep, climate change. That's the thing. Hurricane Harvey, a Category 3 storm, drenched southeast Texas in late August with 1 million gallons of water per person in the region.
Yep.
According to the Associated Press, the storm caused historic flooding in Houston, where some downtown areas were knee-deep in water and portions of the highways were shut down with 10 feet of water.
Jesus.
Then you have Hurricane Irma, Florida, and Hurricane Maria, the strongest storm to hit Puerto Rico in almost a century.
Yep. Puerto Rico so mostly doesn't have power, by the way.
Yep. still really fucked right now.
Yeah, still pretty fucked.
Everyone kind of forgot about that.
Yep.
Still
fucked.
Still fucked. The solar eclipse, that was a story, whatever. The one that's a few that are not on here. Net neutrality.
It's gone.
It's gone. Regardless of the population really saying that this is something they don't want.
It was up to 5 people.
The FCC, yeah, really just voted against them with how corrupt they were, and it was openly corrupt. This is one of those things that I'm just so astonished. These people are not even hiding it.
No.
Their peers are saying that this is a corrupt system, and that they're really just voting for this to end because they've been paid off. And no one cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody
They
cares.
laugh about it. They make jokes openly
Yep.
in our faces, and we don't care.
No. So the older I get, the more I understand the Joker, and I just want to see this world burn because
If that's gonna,
Wow.
yeah, if that's the note that we can end off on in this Humpcast,
no, I don't want to end on this.
I think civilization's gonna end at any moment, and it's very possible. And civilization as we know it.
Whoa!
There goes my wizard staff.
Wizard staff has broken, bro. That's the shit right there. Your staff has broken. Either way, we want to say that there's a lot of stuff out there. We try and bring it to you. Of course, try and bring it to you with light sometimes. We want to give you our opinions. We want your opinions. We love that you guys are listening and watching us, and we thank you so much. We really do.
We do. Thanks, guys
Thank you.
and girls,
And gals, guys and gals, everyone.
everybody.
And we just want to create an environment where we have fun. next year is going to be a new year, coming out with Humpcast episode 200.
200.
And we really invite you to come and watch us live, listen to us, tell your friends about us. And of course, we're just going to have fun and just like really, that's the main thing about this. We're not trying to go do crazy promotions or anything like that. We just want to hang out with you guys, talk with you, talk with each other, and
drink some alcohol.
Drink some booze, exactly. We love you.
Is that it? And that's where we're ending?
I don't know. Like,
I think that's it.
I want to end on a happier note. Like,
I
that's what I'm
know.
saying.
I don't know if we can now.
This is not a year where there's a lot of stuff that's brought to light with great things. But keep in mind that there are tons of things out there that are great and happy. Like people are getting new family members. We're getting, better things. I don't know. I don't really want to try to make this good. Either way, there's a lot of stuff out there that
just try to be excellent to each other.
Yeah, really.
That's all we
That's
can
the
ask.
main thing.
That's all we ask.
Is that the world is only going to get better if you're going to make it better. And if you're not making it better, you're making it worse. Think about that.
Straight up.
Yeah. So try and make it better. And we invite you to come and just join with us at least every Tuesday or Wednesday, whether you're live or catching our podcasts throughout the week.
Yeah.
And just try and make this world a little bit better if you can until we all die in this fire.
In this dumpster fire.
Exactly. But I digress. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. And until next year, my name's Garrett Lee. You can find me at humpcast.com/thedudes. What? I don't even know.
What's that? To find you?
Find all of us.
Oh, yeah. All of us is the dudes at humpcast.com.
Yeah.
That's an email address you can send emails to. You can also send Garrett. I think it's Garrett Lee at humpcast.com, Ricky C at humpcast.com.
Garrett _AM Lee at all my Twitter handles and Instagram.
Yep. Ricky C, twitter.com. Twitter.com/Ricky C. My Instagram is RickyC90. My Twitch.com channel, which is I haven't really been doing anything much. It's mostly my Facebook. It's
PUBG, dude.
If I want to do any streaming,
I've never played this game, but I want to.
Yeah, if I do any streaming, it's going to be off my Facebook. So check that out. I stream video games from time to time. I also have a VR system which I need to play some more. There's a recent sale, so I got some new games I got to try out real soon.
That's good.
Once I get some time to fucking. That's once I get some fucking time.
Play some VR. We are VR.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
And until next year.
We'll see you next year. I'm going to end on...
Happy humping.
Happy humping. I'm going to end on a song as usual. This is The Growlers just released a new single. This is Feeling Good. And it's a good song, I believe, to go into the next year. It's got a good message. Check it out, and we'll see you next year. Peace.
Bye.
Sometimes you hide it. You'll take anything if you ain't gotta buy it. You have no age and pawns for friends. Do whatever it takes so the feeling never ends. Just 'cause it feels good doesn't mean it's right. 'cause it feels good doesn't mean it's right. I know it sounds like it should, but that just isn't life. Life has consequences for all our actions. No one should suffer just for your satisfaction. Feeling good, but you've been stealing that feeling when you're feeling high. Somebody else's love. Feeling good, being lit by your feelings, but your feelings can't think, so they don't know where to go. Just 'cause it feels good doesn't mean it's right. I know it sounds like it should, but that just isn't life. Life has consequences for all our actions. No one should suffer just for your satisfaction. Just 'cause it feels good doesn't mean it's right. I know it sounds like it should, but that just isn't life. Life has consequences for all our actions. No one should suffer just for your satisfaction. Just 'cause it feels good doesn't mean it's right. I know it sounds like it should, but that just isn't life. Life has consequences for all our actions. No